Hey everybody, welcome to day 119 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is Saturday, October 5th, 2024, and it is a working Saturday for me. Well, at least partly. I'm finishing up, so I'm kind of anxious to be done right now so I can get on to other things. I am reset to zero, and joining me on the reset to zero are Jill of Rusted Truck Relics, Jason the Santee Swapper, Char Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Singz, Nick Mr. C Chats, Vanessa Brightest Holidays, the Diabetic Reseller, Judith R, and Pam of Whimsy and Such. Thank you guys for joining me on this transformative journey of resetting to zero. And just because it's the weekend does not mean that you do not reset to zero. All right, so I got quite a lot listed today. Really excited about that. We did not meet our sales goal, so we are starting over from day zero. All right, but I think the week is going to end up pretty good, but I will let you know that for sure tomorrow when I do my numbers. All right, so that'll be day 120 tomorrow. Yeah, so thoughts for today. So I didn't have a word of intention. It's the weekend. We didn't have our motivation in minutes. We only do that on weekdays. I shouldn't say we do that on weekdays, Monday through Friday. And today was a day of rest-ish. I don't know. Let me know how it was for you. I was listening to something this morning and I couldn't find the full podcast. So I'm going to have to go back and look for that. But it was Lewis Howes does a morning, a daily motivation, he calls it. There's a podcast, Daily Motivation. It's usually like outtakes from his episode. And he did an episode on Robert Greene, and it reminded me of something that I really, really put a lot of stock into, and that is blame. Now, some of us are afraid of being blamed for things, but that's not what I'm going to talk about, right, for a minute or two here. I'm going to talk about blame and when you blame somebody else. And I think this quote by Robert Anthony sums it up really well. It is, when you blame others, you give up your power to change. When you blame others, you give up your power to change. So what does blame do? It takes the impetus, takes the ownership away from us when we're blaming somebody else. We'll never move to the solution if we blame somebody else. You got to turn that inward and say, why did that happen? And this applies to all areas of life. And blame. Yeah. So if you find yourself like, oh gosh, you know what? I can't believe, she did that, or I can't believe he did that, or you know what? That really messed me up. Take that and turn it inward and say, what could I have done differently? Because other people's actions are out of your control, and blaming others is an excuse. It is a way to avoid action, to avoid change. And it is giving somebody else the power to control, quite frankly. Yeah. So think about it. I mean, we all do it, right? We all blame somebody else for something. And, sometimes we do it in a small way, but even, catch yourself. Think about it. Like, what are you, shifting the power to somebody else and blaming them about? I don't know, catch yourself next time. I'm going to do that. I wasn't really interacting with anybody today, so I didn't really have a chance to catch myself doing it, but I am sure that I will be blaming eBay or Poshmark or somebody. I could say I didn't meet my sales goal today because eBay sucks and their algorithm is not favoring my items, and I could do that, or I could look at what I did and, maybe change that or put the power back in my lap on that one. All right. I hope everybody has an awesome day, and remember to catch yourself when you are going to blame someone or something else for something in your life. And remember, when you blame others, you give up your power to change, to grow. Don't give up that power. Stop yourself. All right. Let me know in the comments if you catch yourself doing it. I'm going to keep you guys updated because I'm sure it won't be long before I blame somebody or something for something that I really should be looking at myself. All right. I'll see you on day 120 of Reseller Reflections. Bye-bye.